Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
And 15 PCA.
Native 454.
Be sure to follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast. So Bethesda had their show, and of course Fallout steals everything.
Exactly.
So we got Fallout 76, and yes, it's multiplayer, yes, it's online, and yes, I'm concerned.
And yes, it's in Virginia.
And yes, it's in Virginia. If the song didn't give it away, it's in Virginia.
The old West Virginia, yep.
So being the first people out of the vault, let's talk about the cool stuff I thought was a really good aspect. You could build a home base anywhere.
And I thought that was cool.
That was cool. So you find that really cool overlook hill. Like, okay, this is a good defense. You can build stuff. Mm-hmm. I thought that was super cool. Yeah. Being able to invite people to your game to help you.
That's cool
also
too.
cool.
And it also 4 times the size. So
they say it's going to be huge. This is the thing that got me worried about multiplayer. Guess I don't know how it's going to work where every time you log in, you're just logged in with like, what they say, what was it, 16 people or something?
Yeah, something like that.
All just random people? So what if they decide to find you and just kill you and steal all your stuff? I mean, how's that work?
Exactly.
Hopefully so if you get an option to turn it off.
And then they even talked about like, oh, there's nuclear weapons. So if you get enough people together and all their launch codes, you can launch a freaking ICBM freaking nuclear weapon.
Destroy everything.
So when someone drops this on your town that you spent weeks building, is it gone forever?
That would suck.
Or if you log back in and it's a different server, a different like world, is your thing saved?
They need to make a private service. You have to. You have to.
Because, okay, let's say I build a campment somewhere and you build it in the same spot. And you're in my game, and I'm in your game. Like, how does that all work?
Do we fuse?
Yeah, do we become one?
One big city?
I'm pretty sure the first one who's doing it will be that one. I'm pretty sure.
It's so weird. Yeah. But what if I build something somewhere, and I invite you to, I guess, you come into my world, so everything in my world is real, and your world is unaffected?
Yes, I think it's kind of like maybe it might be, this is kind of a weird thing to bring up, but maybe Animal Crossing, where I go to your town and I'm just there in your town.
Yeah, like it's an NPC, basically.
Yeah, and I can't really, I mean, I could do stuff to it, but I'm only one person. And then I leave, you can come to my town, which would be like my...
But the thing is, it is cool that it's a lot bigger, but then you realize there's going to be a lot of countries, so that makes it easier to make graphically.
I'm trying to think...
I like the way it looks, because since it's only, what, they say 25 years?
No, 20.
20 years. So everything's still green. There's still...
Yeah, still forest.
Yeah, so it's going to look different from just the wasteland that you see in Fallout.
Because I like the idea of building my town and making it look nice and everything. And I just want some guy to come in who has all the power armors and all the cool stuff and just destroys my city.
Yeah. Exactly.
My little encampment, and there's nothing I can do about it.
No, I know.
Yeah, we'll see how they battle that, because that's going to happen.
They say they're beta testing all this because it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough around the edges. I can guarantee it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because again, you're always excited for Fallout, but this is the first time you're kind of like...
But another thing with Fallout is I always enjoyed the story. Well, now it's an online persistent world. Is there a story?
There'd have to be.
But really, is there a story?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, because they kind of explained that...
But how? Explain to me a story with multiple people in the world. What's the story? Are we all working towards the same goal?
If you talk to someone... And you do a mission, only you're doing that mission. And then that person has to talk to that person.
See, but that's not... I hate that. If we're going to do something online, I want it to be... Are we all waiting in line to turn in a quest, We all get to slay the dragon?
Unless they have so many different stories and you're all doing different ones.
Because, like...
If you do a story that actually affects this guy's story and you could do it like that.
Because in Fallout 4, you were trying to save your son.
Yeah.
And then it's, the whole synths and everything. But it's so... What's the...
Unless the story is, like, so basic, like... From the trailer, you're going out
just
to rebuild, and that's it.
Yeah, so there's no main conflict besides building.
Animal Crossing.
Yeah, the same conflict. That was to pay your debts.
Exactly.
I love that it shows the state. It shows Washington D.C. and the state capital.
Look kind of nice.
And it looked nice. Like, well, what happened then? Everything looks nice.
But again, if there's ICBMs everywhere, well, it takes just one of those, and that takes care of that problem, right?
Yeah, it does.
So I'm wondering, like, you can build different skills. I'm wondering if everything's gonna be super limited. Like, your one character's going to be like your engineering type, and the one's like your assault type, but you're not good at building things. So they're going to probably force you into having to work with people.
Yeah.
Which is cool and all, but like in real life, how many times you're going to run into randoms and they're all going to be helpful? No, they're going to just kill you like in every other game.
Yeah, that's going to be like 99%.
Steal all your crap.
Yeah, kill you, steal all your stuff, and squat on you.
That could be hard enough. I think with ICBMs, what I would have done, I'd have made it super hard to do.
Well, it looks like it's supposed to be really hard. Like, you can only get one code, so you need to find the codes from lots of people. But then who decides who launches it, though?
I don't know.
Or like before you push the button, you call all your friends, and you
take the code and run away.
take the roads and run away.
Or make it as soon as you're about to launch it, they should make like a timer, and then like you can get there in time and try to stop them and stop the countdown. They gotta have a counter. It can't be just you launch it
And then you just
there's
die.
nothing you can do. Yeah.
You got to be able to rebuild. Like, see, that's the thing. I just don't want to feel like I'm working towards something that can just disappear in a second.
Like I said before,
Is
private
that-
server, you have to.
Because that would be really... I would make myself mad. I'd be so pissed.
Because no, the other thing too is like, or they're going to be able to do things like, I want to be able to attract a bunch of death claws into someone's camp, and then I get in there and run away.
Or even worse, just have them outside the city, so as soon as you leave...
You can never leave.
Yeah, because if the other AI, and not AIs, but other humans to try to hurt you becomes a big problem, no one's going to want to play this game because it's not going to be fun.
Because people are going to, their whole purpose in this game is to screw other people over.
Just play GTA Online for the first time right now and see how much fun you'd have. You get killed within seconds.
Because everyone's so far ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
And there's another thing too. I guess there's no VAT system because how are you supposed to pause the game with people online?
Yeah.
It freezes everyone's game.
Yeah.
The game's constantly freezing all the time.
You do the Zach Morris from Saved by the Bell.
Time out.
I'm out.
They keep playing the song West Virginia. We're waiting.
But here's the thing, though. You have your encampment. I have a little boy launcher thing. I can sit on a hill and just launch nukes down at your base, and there's literally no defense against that. Then you have snipers waiting to see anyone up on the hills.
Yeah, personal snipers.
Yeah, a whole cache of snipers. And that's the thing, because there's going to be people who are going to form gangs, and their whole purpose is just to ruin other people's fun.
Yeah, they're not going to care.
I don't know.
Maybe their answer is welcome to Fallout.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Well,
much
you might have to do it if they do it too much or bad, they get banned for a while.
Or maybe put all those people on their own servers so they can all kill each other, right?
That'd be great.
They can be Mad
Well,
Max.
eventually you get so many negative things on it, they end up getting in one area.
Yeah, that's all. It's just
They just keep putting them in there. There you go. Have a death race match. Good luck. Everyone else will have a real fun game here.
See that, but that's the thing. If you give people the option to grief people and troll people, they're going to do it.
But man, did you see that big bat monster you had to
Yeah,
fight?
it was like a flying thing. It was
Yeah,
I know the monsters play way worse in this game.
death claws that can fly. Ah. It just seems like it looks cool, but then it just has me worried about how all this is going to work out.
Well, hopefully in the beta, like you said, they're getting this out, the kinks out.
Yeah.
And you die. What happens? Do you lose all your gear and everything,
Do your
or
city
do you?
crumble?
Yeah. Does your city go away? Or
I think if you die, I think your gear should go to someone that's in you. They should make you can make a guild.
here's the thing.
Of sorts.
If I make a city and I log out, is my city protected if I'm not logged in?
Is
Oh
it
yeah, because
gone?
Boiler Rig doesn't do that.
Yeah,
online, you're right.
when I log back in, or really someone's blown up, why weren't you there to save us? You know, like what's gonna happen?
Here's the, one of the villagers. Oh, he looks like a mutant now. Oh, jeez, I'm
You could
sorry.
have saved me.
It's like you see this beautiful city, you log in, you log back in, it's gone. Just
Everything's
fire.
just toasted.
Get the radioactive, so you're gonna die. I'm sorry.
That's just because
That's
I don't want
funny.
that. I don't want that to happen to me.
That's awful.
Because the guys who have all day, every day to play are gonna have all the best stuff, and that's
Yeah.
just how it is.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just feels like.
And Crimson's too busy rendering videos.
Yeah, I'm too busy making videos, right?
Yeah.
But that's just one of those things. Of course, I trust Bethesda to make it right and make it to where people aren't, scared to go online and play. It should always be fun.
Yeah.
It shouldn't be like, oh, here I go. I hope I survive.
Well, hopefully, like you said, they have a failsafe to the nuclear device.
Yeah.
Like you can get a device that can counter it or do something. There's got to be something.
Yeah.
Nukes
You don't want
inbound.
you don't want a million Caesar's Legion running around. Okay.
And that's the thing. There's gonna be someone who's gonna get all the codes for all the launches all at once, and it's gonna get just nuked the whole
Well,
time.
wouldn't that be cool though if you can get a device that when they do it, it blows up right there, so they just kill themselves?
But here's the thing, though. So they launch a nuke at your place and blow it. Does it like make a crater and everything?
It looked
wow.
like it in the trailer.
Did
It was kind of like a hole,
Did-
and you saw like these monsters coming
So
out of
does
it.
it literally change the landscape? So every time you log in, eventually it's going to just be one giant wasteland because everyone's going to blow up everything.
Maybe
I know.
maybe it just resets.
Yeah, like after there must be a reset clock or whatever because there's no way because it's going to look like.
And there's materials you can get,
Holy
but you gotta wear a hazmat suit. But if it damaged anyway, you're FEC.
Yeah, if
basically.
you start getting rat poisoning and
Yeah.
everything. So, but no, one of the big things about Fallout is I always would pause the game to heal myself and swap out weapons and everything. And now it's online all the time. You're not going to be able to do that.
Hopefully,
Yeah.
in this game, you can get the ghoul perk, and you can just become a ghoul, so radiation doesn't hurt you.
Yeah, see, there should be all kinds of stuff like that. Robots and everything.
Yeah, well, another thing,
Mr.
almost,
Handies.
Yeah,
the other
Mr.
thing
Handy.
too, like you said, is always online. So that means you can't play an offline then. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, see, it's so weird. They said that, you'll be able to play single player, but if it is it or isn't, I don't know. They're probably going to have to do an option where you can just play by yourself.
Yeah.
Because Fallout's best when you play with yourself. That's the way it is.
Like, no, someone's gonna get YouTube video. What makes this beautiful city? They're gonna nuke their own city.
Yeah.
They're gonna sit there.
What? Your complaint is not enough water? How about nuclear Fallout? It's just like, people just do silly, stupid
That would be
crazy
funny
things.
though. Come on, don't tell me that is
You
regular.
don't want to
That
eat
was so
some rat
stupid.
stew? Well, then
Oh, those giant, the rad roaches.
There's some isotopes for you.
We'll see. Definitely with the betas coming out, and there's gonna be so many people playing this.
Oh, yeah.
They'll come up with the best ways to do things and defenses and everything. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching, and be sure to like, sub, and share. Also, for the most up-to-date information about the podcast, follow us on Twitter at C15 Podcast.